Welcome to another episode of the People's Mic. I am Jimmy Peoples.
Sadra, Azizi.
Yeah.
Chris
Shurr. Come this way. Slide closer. What's going on? Hi.
What's going on with you?
Shit. I'm gonna try to segue into this amazing story you got to tell.
I don't know about amazing, but here's the long and the short of it.
I can feel you're uncomfortable. Yeah.
Well, I'm not. It's not uncomfortable. It's like I don't like to speak badly of people.
Let's hold it. Let's hold it, and just tell me what you're up to. We'll get to you. I want to keep the suspense up. Yeah. You just coming to mics and shit?
Yeah.
Fuck. Come on, Ben.
Science.
Oh man, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Yeah, remember the rule of this comedy podcast is you have to be funny every 30 seconds.
Me personally?
No, everybody, but I'm looking at you. Because you open this shit up with science. You fucked up with the chair. Oh my god. All right.
How are you not sweating, by the way?
I am, so I'm hot. I'm faking it. I don't want to be one of those people who carry all their clothes up in a bundle and then after you strip. So I'm like, I'm just gonna. You're either the ones that keep it all on, like fuck it. I'm gonna look you in the eye, and I'm not crazy. Like one of those people, or I'm gonna take all my shit off. And plus, because it's super hot, it's like what's this, like 60 something now? It just went up.
Almost 70.
I get muscle shame, so. I feel
for
like,
having muscles.
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. So I'm weird about walking around in t-shirts because
muscle shame's not a thing.
It is a thing. Unless I do it myself.
It can be muscle envy, but there's no muscle shame.
It feels because I've been working out all winter, like hard.
Yeah.
So when I know, and I feel like I should, but then when I see all these people who are comfortable with just being fat, I'm like.
You're worried about their
It's too much. Yeah. I was like, and I don't mean to say it. That sounds mean, but I'm like, oh man.
Well, not even a mean thing. Just like you, that would be like saying a non-funny person doesn't find you funny. It's like okay, whatever.
But that's why I refuse to work out because I'm worried about getting muscle shame.
No.
You just bought yourself another 30 seconds.
Yeah, but I see other guys. I can see people who and any guy. Who's you could tell if you see his shoulders ripple through his sweater, he feels the same way. Yeah, I know it, and he was like, I want to take it off, but man.
But then why do it?
But you got to get used to it. Because you're in your head in the gym, like I'm getting
big. Is this a thing where you just can't do it now?
Yeah, you can't do it.
It'll
eventually come
August?
out, and then you guys be like, God damn.
All right.
And you'd be like, are you on steroids? No, I just been working out. I've been in a hole all winter.
Wait, that means you assume that no one's working out in the winter.
No, I see who is, and I know the ebbs and flows of the gym.
Okay.
You know, I know.
Actually, that's fair. You're there all the time.
I live in the gym. I know when it's packed, I know when it's empty. I know,
January 1st, like that's your biggest.
It's now it's the panic. This is the spring panic where everybody's like, oh man, I got to take my clothes off. I look like shit. Is it too late to get in the gym? No, it's too late. You should have been in the gym 3 months ago. And then they're going to be sad in May,
Not me.
Do you tell them that?
Huh?
You're like, get out of the gym. It's too late for you.
It's too late. But then they'll go for like a week and be like, damn, it's too late. You can see it in their faces. You can see the energy. And then it'll be empty in May and June and through the summer. And then
Is this because you're throwing the shame back at them for showing up?
No, they throw it at themselves.
Okay, all right.
They throw it themselves. They realize damn, I'm fast piece of shit. Fuck.
I think you're speaking for them in their head.
I am the voice in their head.
Maybe they feel amazing inside.
They could. I hope they do.
Maybe they're just there to meet people.
I hope they. Yeah, right. Do you go to the gym? Like you don't give a shit. Right?
If I do where I swim, I swim every once in a while.
Okay.
I need to start going just for like health reasons and staying in shape, but I don't really care about being muscular or anything.
No. Be a fit model lady, right?
Yeah, no, I'm getting worried about swimsuit season.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to weigh 119 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, it was anorexic skinny. It wasn't muscle skinny.
I don't know. I think I was that size as a baby. No, I wasn't a big baby. I was just a fast baby. I was just fast as fuck. A fast baby.
Oh, you're still fast.
I'm still kind. Yeah, I'm.
Jimmy was born in 5 minutes. He's a fast baby.
Yeah, I'm a fast fucking baby.
I ran a 3.43.
She was like,
right out of
yeah,
the
yeah.
womb.
My mom was like, yeah, I didn't have much problem with you. You just had a C-section, pulled you out. I was like, let's go.
It reminds me of Alien.
Just get, yep, slip and let's pull me out. I was like, let's go, bitches.
So I cannot stand being in the gym.
What?
I just hate it, man.
Why?
It's just not fun for me. It's a task. Like it's a chore. It's not. I don't get. You know that clip of Arnold Schwarzenegger where he's like, "Oh, I love the pump. It makes me feel like I'm coming."
Yeah.
I'm just like, I wish I felt like that.
Yeah.
Ever. Like even close.
That's how I feel eating spaghetti.
Yeah, if I could feel like an 11th of that at the gym, that'd be nice. But I'm just there being like, all right, I've got to get through this so I don't get fat / stay healthy / live longer. It's like, that's it.
Is this something Schwarzenegger said on the campaign trail for governor?
He should have. He should have. That should have.
No, it doesn't make him feel like coming. He feels the climax elation he feels while he's pumping iron.
Yeah.
Like every time he's lifting weights, he feels.
I don't need a partner. I just
It's like sex, and he was on steroids that day. He had to be on.
Oh, sure.
That's a phrase you say while you're on.
But even if you're on steroids, you still need to spend time at the gym.
No, you have to work.
You know?
People think, oh, just because you do whatever you do, that you don't have to work. You still got to put the work in, no matter what.
Then you get the Equinox crowd, right? That shows up just to show up, like social club type of shit. I don't want to do that either. I don't want to show up to the gym to socialize. I don't know if you notice a lot of that in your gyms.
I don't. I've heard of it. I know of it. I don't want to talk shit about it, but I know there are people who like to say they just have a trainer, or like to say they are at the gym.
Yeah.
And it's like this is called the gym, but there's a juice bar and there's towel service and all the other amenities you got, and there's no weights. But it's like, no, this is their gym. But
so they're like me. They think it's a chore, but I actually go ahead and do it, and they just like, nah, I'll be at the juice bar.
Yeah, and they call whatever they do working out. Right. You know, and they probably work. I see them doing stuff, walk by the window, and I was like, that looks like a museum of muscle. But you know, they're making an Arnold movie. I forgot my sheet.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, which I'm gonna see. Just not in a movie theater with a bunch of muscleheads. Like I don't want. That's one movie I don't want to go to.
Well, would you have a choice? Oh, you mean muscleheads? You know.
No, just like a 400-seat theater with a bunch of guys that work out all day. I don't want to be in that.
That's going to be the main demographic.
Yeah, I'm going to bootleg it. It's going to get bootlegged. I'm going to be at my computer, but yeah, it's a good movie.
Like for water slides, you have to like be this tall, but for the Schwarzenegger movie, you have to like bench 250.
Yeah, absolutely.
You show up in a muscle outfit.
Yeah, shit. If you don't have abs, you can't come. No. You know. Yeah. Is that it? Is that the? I don't know. That's a fucking stupid.
That'd be hilarious if a bunch of fat people did show up.
Yeah, what?
They just start booing.
Shame it. Start picketing it in.
Or a bunch of meek people like twigs, you know, like protesting outside.
I can't wait. I gotta see it. What are you up to, Chris?
I'm driving Uber all weekend.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day. I'm trying to make like.
St. Patrick's Day is Sunday.
Sunday, but everyone goes out on Saturday. Okay. So I'm starting tonight, driving tonight, tomorrow all day, and then maybe Sunday too. Trying to make like $600 or something.
It's gonna be cold on Sunday. Good.
You're gonna like plastic wrap all your seats.
No, I mean if someone pukes before 5 o'clock, it's a win for me, because I can charge them $200, go get my car detailed for $45, and then be back on the road in an hour.
Nice.
Wow.
So you're trying to pick up as many puke fares as possible. Actually, that's the goal.
Yes.
Can you pick them out? Can you notice who's?
No, but I mean, I'd probably get really mad. But what I don't like are like creepy guys. Because once people get drunk and it gets darker, I pass a lot more, and then people start acting really creepy to me.
Pass?
Like pass as a woman.
Oh shit.
So. I picked up a group of 4 Chechnyan guys. They're either Chechnyan or Russian or some Eastern European. Yeah. And they're all bodybuilders and just ripped. And they look like they drank vodka through their eye. Like those kind of crazy. Yeah. And as soon as they got in the car, they started acting creepy. Like, both of them started touching me. And then one guy pointed to my fingernails and he's like, oh, like, here we go. And then at one point, the guy in the front seat's like, yeah, man, they're saying I won't pull out my dick. And I was like, please don't pull out my dick.
So maybe they're
or
just
your
trying to
dick in
one
my
up each
car.
other.
Diana,
And then I drop him off, and this one guy's like, yo, you got to drive me to his second location.
What?
And I was
Hey,
like,
Diana, can you turn that light this way? Yeah, do some more. You're late, so you got to be. If you're not on the podcast, you're a PA. That light right there.
Oh, this one?
Yep.
but I was like, no, this is where
Don't
this
fall.
is the end of my life.
die.
is
Yeah,
if
you
I-
can decline a
Good
ride,
job.
right?
Well, I'd
Oh,
already
there you
accepted
go. Good
another,
job. Beautiful.
but
Oh, okay.
I ended up
Thank you.
ripping down the street, and it was a dead end, so I had to drive by him again. He tried to flag down my car. I was just like, fuck this, I'm not dealing with it.
Have you ever slept with a guy who thought you were a woman?
No, I haven't
Okay.
had sex with a guy yet.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you still with women? Are you still dating women?
No, I haven't had a date in like a year and a half. I'm getting through the first part of transitioning. Then I'm
Wait,
kind of just-
so you're gonna transition without what?
Well, no, transition is a process. It's
Okay.
gonna take like 3 years, so I'm spending.
Isn't being with a dude the first part though?
No,
No.
maybe that's like.
What if
that's
you? What if
being
you don't?
gay.
Well, all right. So
Like if you're gay, the first part is fucking a guy, and then you're like, oh yeah, I'm gay. But if you're transitioning, it's
so you
just
don't
a-
consider yourself gay?
If I were to fuck a guy, I wouldn't call that gay.
Okay. Fuck. I'm so.
It gets really confusing because
Huh.
Well, you wouldn't call
cisgender
it-
people see penis, and they're like, "Oh, that's gay sex."
Mm-hmm.
But if you start digging into what the labels actually mean, it just gets kind of murky.
Okay.
Theoretically, if I were to fuck a woman, it would be lesbian sex. But lesbians want nothing to do with a penis, and gay guys don't really want to fuck a woman. So it's just a very complex situation. I'm just trying to focus on myself, get confident.
Who are you into? Who turns you on?
I mean, a guy can turn me on. Like, sex with a guy does turn me on, but a
But you've
woman
never-
really turns me on.
A woman turns you on. So you're still into women.
Yeah,
Okay. So you'll be a lesbian.
yeah.
Okay.
And then I might fuck guys. I can't tell you whether or not until I do it. I'm
Okay.
gonna try it for sure.
But that wasn't part of your decision process.
Yeah.
It was like it wasn't about who you wanted to sleep with. It was more all you. As far as the transition.
It's just how you
Oh
feel.
yeah, it's just how I felt my whole
Okay.
life.
Okay. Do you? Here's a stupid theory that I had. That ready for it? Woo! Jimmy's stupid theory of the day. Yeah. That people are sexually attracted to their preference from a former life. Is that kind of fair? You think it's just a
Is that kind of? Can you go back to your previous life? And
No,
go
say
through
because I saw this movie and I thought it was stupid, but it was a dog's life, right? And they showed the dog who and it was about reincarnating, right?
Oh, and the
But
dog
in the
is
dog,
really
it started to
vegetarian.
his first life he was a male dog, so he just kept transforming into different dogs, and he was always a male. And then he transferred into a female dog, and then but the consciousness of the dog was like, oh shit, I'm a girl. And in my head, it was like, is there wiggle room to be like, hey, maybe in a former life you were a woman, that's why you still.
But
It's
then
just
wouldn't you expect
That's so
a more?
Okay,
offensive.
that is. No, I get what you're
You know what I
saying.
mean?
That's not the ending to that movie that I thought. I thought you were gonna be like, so
No.
it was a dog.
I just saw
and it was
that part,
into
and I
male
was like-
dogs, and then it got reincarnated as a man, and then it
No.
fucked male dogs.
I could have went. You didn't go that way. You got
No,
weird
I
with
get
it.
what you're saying.
You got white
like,
guy weird with it.
I don't know.
No.
I don't really know if past lives have an effect on
Like we
anything.
don't know. Like
But
I
if
went.
it did, wouldn't
Yeah.
you expect more balance of more gay people, more and like half and half straight and gay, like the
a
randomness
lot
of
of
the
you-
incarnation, right? I don't know. I'm being more mathematical about
It
it.
depends on the person, you know.
No, but I'm saying if your theory is that what you were into in a former life carries over into your next life, then wouldn't we have more balance?
Or what you were in a former life. Like in a former life, you were a woman. Maybe you still have that remnant of being a woman.
Right. So
Yeah.
wouldn't you expect more of that across all of humanity as opposed to I'm operating under the assumption that there's not a huge population of gender dysphoric, transitioning, lesbian, gays compared to like straight people. The majority of the world population is straight, right? Is that a fair
Yeah,
assumption?
no, it's
that fair?
definitely a majority. I don't know
Right.
what the actual percentages
Yeah.
are.
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
you would expect 50-50, right? If your theory is right,
Maybe.
because
Well,
the
possibly.
reincarnation,
that's
it would be
assuming that
chance, right?
reincarnation doesn't usually sway the same exact way. So
Yeah.
if you're a man, reincarnation could automatically make
way
you
too
be
deep
another
for this
man.
podcast.
But only in limited cases do you actually change in reincarnation.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
if you're basing something on something that you really have know nothing about, then it could go any way you want
That's
it to.
fair.
Yeah, so
Yeah. That's what I
like
think.
very progressive, like ooh, like reincarnation, well connected, and then deeply offensive and like everyone's straight. If you want to fuck someone that's the same sex, because you're reincarnated in the wrong gender. That's your theory.
That's my theory. A little bit, but because I went to the Olympics in '96 and I saw I saw a psychic, right? And she was like, "Wow, in your former life, you are an Asian rice farmer." And I was like, "Oh, that's why I have this interest in Asian culture." And I was, she could have been bullshit, but I have had dreams of like these Asian girls. I was like that. I feel like I didn't want to fuck, but I felt like they were connected to me somewhat. You know?
They were your kin.
Yeah. You know?
You're
I don't
into
fucking
incest.
know. I don't
That's-
fucking know. I was just like,
You're like,
it's
finally,
that's
now
stupid.
that I'm
That's a
reincarnated,
stupid
not
fucking
an
thought.
Asian person,
But
it's not incest when I fuck them. That's
no, not incest. It's just preference. Fuck you, Ben. Nobody has the answer. You're gonna have the fucking answers.
oh
All
no,
right.
of course not.
Damn, I don't know how
What
to
were you
say.
doing at the Olympics in '96? Where were the Olympics?
They were in
Why
Atlanta.
did you
In
feel like
'96, they were in Atlanta.
Oh, that's
you
right.
needed
Yeah,
to,
and a friend of mine was driving down to see his family. He was like, "Yo, you want to stop by the Olympics? Because
You can just stop by.
they were, they just have it there. We didn't go
Oh,
to
you
it.
didn't
We were
go,
just
okay.
in the
Just pass
Olympic.
by.
What do they call it? The Olympic. The festival. There's a festival outside the stadium. So
you went to like a gold medal winning psychic. Is that
no, it was like a fair. It's just a fair where they sold like posters and shit of whoever was competing. And
Were you with a girl?
it was the day before the bomb, actually, at the festival. Before they bombed it.
I didn't know about that.
No, this was a guy. It was one of my frat brothers.
Nice.
But
What
yeah.
frat were you?
Phi Beta Sigma, which is those colors.
I don't know them.
Yeah, you look like you fit in right now. Right now, that's exactly.
Yeah, I love ringer
what's-
tees. The first time I saw it was the
It's
frat I
exactly
joined.
what somebody looks like after they cross it in our family. I'd have that matching shirt.
Yeah, I remember going to a Rush event, and the frat I ended up joining had ringer tees, and I was like, "Holy shit, I love ringer tees."
Yeah.
Now. So I wish they brought them back more. My dad bought me this from Spain, but I was like, "Yeah, ringer tee."
So what's going on with you?
All right, let's talk about it. All right, so
Don't pull any point. Just go.
Yeah, no, I'll
into
tell
it.
you the whole story,
Yeah,
but I'm
tell
not
the
going to
story.
mention it.
Yes, names.
So there's a
I need the followers.
There's
I'm
an
trying
A-list
to.
comedian, right. Well, they can piece it together.
He's one of my favorite comedians, so that's
Yeah,
why I love the story.
he's an A-list comedian who my girlfriend is who knows.
What does his name rhyme with?
A lot of stuff, but and he. So I've seen all the specials. I started to follow his podcast a little closer once she mentioned that she knew him, and they text. I see them texting back and forth every now and then. They're
shit.
Snapchat friends,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So now.
Who is Snapchat friends? I hate Snapchat.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Good.
Now, she told me that if I wanted to, I could get backstage to his show when he was at, I think, Madison Square Garden or whenever he was back in New York. But I was freaking out. I hadn't done much stand-up yet. I was like, oh, I don't want to do that yet. So then we find out he's performing not in the city but close by around here. So we decided to go. And and so now here's the thing. I was operating under the assumption that, from what she had said, we are going to get access because she texted him the week before. It's like, hey, can I come to your show? And he said, of course. Right? I'm seeing the text. Now, I'm like, I started to see more of these texts come in. He's like, yo, you want to meet at my hotel before the show? Whoa. And then he's like, also, I won't be able to hang out after the show because my whole thing was I want to meet him as a comic, talk to him about stuff, right? And so he's like, no, I'm leaving right after the show, but I'll be in Soho before my flight if you want to meet up at 1 a.m. He's telling her all this. So I'm like, all right, clearly, I don't think he understands, like, I'm in the picture. So I was like, I think you should probably tell him you have a boyfriend. And so she, of course, waits to the last minute to tell him that she has a boyfriend who will be at the show with us tomorrow. Can he come? And he flipped shit. He's like, what? Yeah. You've been leading me on for years. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, and I start to see it from his perspective, right? Because I'm like,
can you do his voice? What the fuck are you doing, Bill? Right in front of the camera, you piece of shit? You did it on purpose? You fucking cock.
So I have been working on an impression of him actually,
Can you
but
do it?
I can't do it because it'll give
Do
away.
it. Do it. Don't be a...
Long
what?
story short, I start to see it from his perspective because like they've sent news to each other in the past. So like the relationship is already in a setting where it's like clear that he wants something from her, right? This is not purely like a platonic friendship. And of course, that's probably why she waited till the last minute to tell him we're coming. So now he goes, lose my number, I'm blocking you on Snapchat, don't talk to me again, don't show up to the show, blah, blah, blah.
God damn.
Now you may be asking, how the hell did I still end up at the show? Well, basically, as luck would have it, my friend was already slated to go to the show. He bought 2 tickets. Front row, too, by the way. Front and center. And he tells me he can't go anymore. So he's like, would you like these tickets? I'm like, abso-friggin-lutely. So I take the tickets. Now I have 2 tickets. We've just been told not to come to the show. And so now we're on our way to the show, and my friend emails me again. He goes, oh, dude, by the way, I didn't know this, but these tickets come with a free meet and greet after the show. So now I'm biding my time. I'm like, oh, man, this is going to be awkward, but here we go. So I go to the show. We sit in the front. We're thinking, this guy's going to look at us, maybe make a bit about her right in the middle of the set. Who knows what's going to happen. Luckily, he didn't acknowledge any of this.
No, he's still a professional.
Yeah, he's still a professional. Set went great. Great cadence, a lot of great jokes, blah, blah, blah. We get to the end of the show. Now, as part of I've never done a meet and greet or whatever, but it was just like, a bunch of people ahead of us take a quick picture, maybe ask for an autograph, and then they keep moving. And again, I was kind of pissed because, like, fuck, man, the whole point of this was for me to, like, actually get to talk to him, get to know him, like, whatever. So I get to the back of the line to try and maximize my chance of having a conversation with him afterwards. I get there, and I'm, like, thinking I'm in the zone, so I go to, like, just apologize straight up front. But then he's already mad at me. I'm like, what is he mad at already?
Because you're there.
No, because he went to fist bump me, and I didn't even see it. He's like, you're going to be hanging like that? So now I'm, like, already on the wrong foot with this guy. We snap a photo, which I just posted today. And and in the photo, he's smiling. But then afterwards, I go to give him a hug. I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. And he's like, for what? And we turn, and he sees her, and he just storms off.
The reveal. Piece of shit.
And he just storms off. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess he hates me now.
So he didn't see her during the show, probably.
She tells me she thinks he did because apparently, from her perspective, she saw him like eye rolling several times during the show. I didn't catch any of this, but
because you were into it. You're like, man.
Well, I was studying as a comic.
Yeah.
I was like,
Wait, did you say British comedian?
No, not British.
No, British.
He's an A-list comic who I left the name out of.
I'm
I
sorry.
will not deny.
Just fucking. What are you gonna do?
But it just came off super petty. I was just like,
that's good. That's delicious.
So you just wanted to talk to him like as a comic. Imagining this whole scenario sort of like a cuck situation where like you're watching him like fuck your girlfriend. And you're like, so Chris, like what is your writing process?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have gone that far for it. But I just like the whole opportunity was under the assumption that they were friends, and that this was my end to like get to know him, right? No. And
he was trying to get in.
He was just trying to get in there. So
and
honestly, I saw it from his perspective because think about it because she had flaked on him a couple times back when she lived in L.A.
She doesn't have guy friends. Like
Have they hooked up before?
No. But that was the thing. He kept trying to. And now he's in this city that he has no interest in being.
Right.
And she tells him that he's going to be there. He's like, oh, of course, come through. Yeah, and he's thinking, holy shit, this is great. Now I'm not going to be lonely tonight in Albany.
Yeah.
Fuck. And,
you did it. It's done.
And it was just like, I saw it from his perspective. It was like, fuck, man. Like, I've been in that scenario on Tinder where it's just like, you think it's going somewhere and then you feel let on.
I wish you were on this, Bill.
Your girlfriend thought they were like friends or something.
Of course she did. Because that's just...
No!
They've been talking for like nearly a decade. They've been talking.
This famous person wants to sit down and hear my
and hang out.
Well, because at the time she was
at 1:30.
Yeah.
At the time she was dating a Red Hot Chili Pepper, and they found each other through Twitter, slide into the DMs, and then the quote relationship starts over a decade of them texting each other, talking about their dogs.
Wait, when she was dating the Chili Pepper?
Yeah. But they never hooked up. So, no. What was his name?
Wait,
You never hook up?
Yeah. What?
Yeah,
what the fuck?
What? They never dated. They never. No. She was dating a Red Hot Chili Pepper at the time that they met.
Oh, when they met. Okay. Slim.
So then they go back and forth via text, sharing Snapchats. Nudes are exchanged at some point years ago. But then the relationship becomes platonic.
That's so good.
But then, I mean, I see it from his perspective. Because, once you enter that zone, there's no coming back.
He was friend zoned for 9 years.
Yeah.
I make all my friends
God
through
damn.
sending out nudes.
What?
I make all my friends through sending out nudes.
Betty promised
Sending
you would
out
send
nudes?
those,
Oh, you send nudes?
Yeah, and then at the bottom I'm like, hey, let's be pals.
Creepiest nudes. Creepy. Because you have the smile of, who's the first vampire?
Dracula?
Huh? No, Nosferatu. Was it Nosferatu?
Yeah, Nosferatu.
Nosferatu,
Yeah.
right? The bald one that came out, the 1920s vampire.
Oh, never heard of it.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good movie. Yeah. There's my breakout role, actually.
Fuck, I hate all of you. That's so good. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of
I
you.
didn't do anything, man. I just wanted to meet him and talk sneakers. And
Yeah,
he's a big sneaker guy.
Did you get to talk?
I wore
You should have brought him some shoes. That's what would have broke the ice.
Why did you bring your girlfriend with you to meet him?
Well, I thought it would make the story even better. And I thought he would get over it, I thought he wouldn't be that petty about it, but I guess he was, so, yeah, that was fun.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Damn right. I've been a piece of shit. I would have had if I had security, we're fucking everybody up. Oh, you're here? Oh, lock the doors. Lock the
Yeah, because he
doors.
specifically told her not to come, but I was like, I'm not going to, just not bring her.
Man.
You know what I mean? So, that was bad.
I definitely understand his side.
Right? Yeah, I understand his side, too. That's why I said, dude, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
He's like, sorry for what? He turns, sees her, just storms off. I was like, all right, great. So, can't talk about shit now. So,
That's so good.
yeah, that was great.
Fuck. Thank you. Thank you for that gift. I'm so proud of you. You're my hero.
I would
as
just love to
always.
run into him at the cellar now one day.
That's
Just
probably
like,
the
yeah,
best
cellar.
story on Jimmy People's podcast history.
Fuck you, Kev. All right.
That's a great story.
It's an okay story. All right. What do you
I'll
sit
try
in the
to
back?
top it
Go
next
sit in the
time.
back, making comments like that. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Sadra. Where can they find you?
I'm on Facebook.
I hate you. I hate you, Ben.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You have an Instagram yet?
Nope.
No website? Twitter?
Chris_Shurr on Instagram and Twitter.
No website?
No.
How long you been doing comedy?
2.5 years.
Fuck. Good.
No website.
No website.
No website.
You guys just hanging out.
I could say a website.
I've got a website.
Yeah, you do.
YouTube.com/DrSouls11. That's my website.
That's a
Just
website.
YouTube channel.
My,
It counts, though.
My other
It
website
counts.
is Instagram.com/DrSouls11. That's my
That's
other
not a
website.
website. That's just Instagram.
That's my URL.
Technically, yeah.
That's my URL. So.
That's your Instagram. Twitter?
My Twitter is twitter.com/ Yeah, I don't really use Twitter. I cross-pollinate it with my Instagram, but I don't really
Cross-pollinate?
use Twitter. You get the checkbox that says post this on Instagram and Twitter, post this on YouTube.
That counts, though. It counts.
It counts,
Because that's what I do with this.
Because I think Twitter's just too saturated for me to grow. Because my YouTube grows way quicker than the others.
Shit.
Like they just don't talk to each other.
Fuck. I meant to talk about VR World. I went there yesterday on a date. Fuck.
We could talk about
And
it.
it was creepy as fuck because I'm gonna say it real quick. They were all trying to feel me up because they had to put the goggles on you, and they were like, "Oh, you work out," but it was weird because you couldn't see them, but you felt them touching you, and
Yeah, they were really muscle shaming you.
yeah. They were like, "Man, you're so strong," because I had to grip the handles and I did the Creed fight, and it was fun. It was fun. The girl. No, never mind. It was fun. So you should go to VR World. Thank you guys for hanging out. Give it up for them one more time. Big shout out to Will Power from VR World. He's never going to watch this. This is another episode of The People's Mic. I am Jim Peoples. You can find it on iHeartRadio, Spotify, JimPeoples.com. Kevin, I'm gonna woo! Subscribe to the YouTube channel, J Peoples TV. We're here every day, Monday to Friday, at the world famous Idol Shrunkenhead for the People's Mic podcast, followed by the hottest open mic on this block every Monday to Friday, the People's Mic. Come join us. Thank you. Woo! Yeah.